Great friend of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, Hazrat Sayyiduna Mansur Rahmatullahi Ta'ala alayhi started crying at the time of his death. His condition was just like that mother who loses her child. People asked, why are you crying? Because you have lived a pure and pious life, and you have spent 80 years in the obedience of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. So he Rahmatullahi Ta'ala alayhi replied, I'm crying over curse of my sins, because I am away from the mercy of my Lord due to these sins. After saying this, he started weeping again. After some time, he said to his son, Son, please turn my face towards Qibla direction. And when you see drops appearing on my face and tears coming out of my eyes, then help me to recite statement of faith. This may help me a bit. And when you bury me after my death, and after burial when you finish putting mud on my grave, then do not hasten to leave the grave. Instead you shall recite La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah near my grave. This will help me to answer the questions of Munkar and Nakir, the angels of the grave. After that you shall pray raising your hands, O Lord, he is your bondsman. He did what he did. If you punish him, he rightfully deserves that punishment. But if you forgive him, it suits your majesty and honor. Then you should return saying final goodbye to me. After his death, his son acted upon the will of his father. And after doing so, next night he saw his father in his dream and asked, My dear father, how are you? He Rahmatullahi Ta'ala alayhi replied, O my son, the situation was so tough that even I could not imagine. But when I stood in the court of my Lord Azza wa Jal, he asked, O my bondsman, tell, what have you brought for me? Then I said, O Allah, I have brought 60 Hajj. I got reply, I do not accept a single Hajj you have brought. After listening this, I started trembling. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala then asked again, tell, what else have you brought? I said, Sadaqah, charity of 1,000 dirham. It was said, not a single dirham is accepted. I said, O my Lord, then I am destroyed. And now for me is destruction. My kind Lord Azza wa Jal said, do you remember once you were going out, you saw a thorn on the way and you removed from the path with an intention that it may cause harm to people walking on the path. So I accepted your that very action and I have forgiven you. So my dear respected Islamic brothers, we learn that even any action which seems very small to us, we should not consider it small. And we should not leave that action for this reason. Rather, we should perform it. Because sometimes that very action can become cause of our forgiveness. I pray to Allah Azza wa Jal that He may grant us ability to perform more and more good actions. Ameen bijahin Nabi al-Ameen sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wa sallam.